this fits into this. This is my Mary Poppins travel laundry room in a bag. Let's go through it. The kitchen sink, well, how about everything except for a washer and dryer? And this is my travel laundry set. Do I take everything that's in here? Rarely. Do I take some of the things? Yes, almost every single time. So let's go through what I have in my little travel laundry set. We need to be smart about packing lighter and better. And one of those ways is to take less things and less clothes and to be able to reuse them and have them be very flexible in how we're going to put them together. And getting them clean is a big part of that for me because I take very few things and I wash them on the road. So I'm going to take you through what I have as part of my laundry room kit that I pick and choose from when I'm going to be doing laundry on the road. So let's get to it. You that watch my channel know that I always carry a couple of travel hangers with me, and that's what I have right here. I carry at least one travel hanger with me because I can always then do some sort of laundry on the road. And you might think, well, why bring a hanger? Well, sometimes the hangers that they have in the actual hotel room or something are wood. I don't want to hang something necessarily wet on them. I've had it where I've hung something wet and it's actually gotten the wood wet and it's stained my clothes and things like that. This is a nice plastic hanger and it folds up. And also they usually don't give you enough hangers, so I'm always looking for hangers. But I always bring this with me and I put this in my personal carry-on so that I always have it. And this way I can open this up and I can hang a jacket, hang a shirt, wash shirts, bras, or anything. And then my little trick is these are Ikea cup holders that I just put on here to be able to hang things like bras and socks and things like that. And I just hook them on to the hanger. And then I use chip clips. I know it sounds kind of weird, but these little chip clips then allow me to hang things like a pair of socks, bathing suits, even a pair of pants. It'll allow me then to have this hang dry and be able to get things cleaned if I need to get them cleaned and reworn. So this is the first thing that always comes with me, and this is in my personal carry-on. So that's why it's in a really small bag. And of course, I'm always carrying some sort of thing like these wipe and goes. So if you have a little stain, but your clothes aren't dirty, you just need to get a little stain out. This will help preserve your wardrobe when you travel. Sometimes when I'm using this, I'll just wash things either in the shower with me or in the sink of my hotel or my Airbnb. This gets me through about 80% of my trips, especially if they're shorter trips. Sometimes even on shorter trips, I don't have to wash, but I don't bring like a week's worth of socks or a week worth of underwear. I usually bring 2 or 3 pair and then wash them as I go. And that way I have less my luggage, which makes my luggage lighter and just less I have to take care of. But having a little set like this is really important for me when I travel. All right, the other thing I bring with me is a wilderness wash. Now, a lot of times I will use shampoo or something that's in the hotel if I have it, but if I'm at an Airbnb, they don't have that. So I always bring this, and the reason why I bring wilderness wash is I can wash my hair, I can wash my body, I can wash my clothes, I can wash everything with it, and it's biodegradable. It's not hard on the environment, so I always bring this with me so I can do some washing, wherever I am. And like I said, this is one of those, even if I'm out camping, if it's biodegradable, I can dump it out. So I've even gone to things like been at a beach and I wanted to wash out my bathing suit, and I put that bathing suit in here and wash it all out and get it rinsed out at the beach, and I can pour the water out and it's not going to be bad for the environment. So this is just a great thing to have. I don't bring the laundry sheets anymore because I got my finger wet once and I touched it and then everything just kind of blended in and it's too hard to get the sheets apart now. This is just a lot easier for me to carry and use, and this size is TSA friendly. I also always bring is this tiny little spray bottle, and sometimes I'll bring it with me as a personal item on a long haul flight because I'll spray my face and get myself a little bit refreshed with it, but I use it to spray wrinkles out of my clothes. So as soon as I get to my hotel room, I unpack, I see what's really wrinkled, fill this with water, spritz, 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 get everything kind of wet. The weight of the water just helps take wrinkles out of my clothing, and that way it's multi-purpose. I can use it for refreshing myself, keeping myself cool, and de-wrinkling my clothing. So this little set pretty much always goes with me on every single trip, at least most of my shorter trips, and then on some of my longer trips, this will come, as well as some other things that are in this bag. The thing that comes with me is this. This is my laundry bag where I put all of my dirty clothes. It's kind of tiny, right? Well, it opens up into a nice little bag that's going to allow me to be able to put a lot of dirty clothes into it, right, like this. And I'll hang that either off of a hook that I bring, or I will hang it off a doorknob and just have my dirty clothes in it. If I happen to be at a place where I can get to a washer and dryer or walk to a washer and dryer, this also turns into a little backpack, just like this, so I can get to my place, my laundromat, and get things done. And also, if you just need a little extra backpack on your trip, you got a little extra backpack with this thing. So laundry bag, backpack, double duty, love it, bring it with me every time. All right, the things that are in here are some things that if I'm going on a longer trip or a trip that has something that can't just be sprayed out with wrinkles, and that's the next thing I'm going to show you, which is this. It's a steamer. I have had occasions where I've gone on a trip and there's been some sort of evening dress or some sort of blazer even, or something that needs, something to get the wrinkles out, and that little spray bottle won't do it. This little steamer will do it, and I love it. You simply just open this back end up right here, put some water in it, plug it in, and within seconds, hot steam there to steam out all of your wrinkles. So this is a great thing to have if you're going to be going on a trip where you need some clothes that need to be steamed out and wrinkled. For example, if you're going on a cruise and you have a lot of items you're going to be wearing out to maybe formal dinners at night, and you're packing those in your luggage pretty tightly, this is going to get those wrinkles out for you. So another great item just to have on hand in case you need it. All right, the next, I'm going to show you another great hanger. I used this a lot when I was working, and what I like about it is it's more sturdy than the plastic one I showed you earlier. It's aluminum, and it has a little swivel hook here. And if I had like a pair of pants and a jacket that I wanted to hang up, this works great. The negative to this hanger is you'll see this little hook head doesn't fit on a normal closet rod, so it'll go on a hook on a door or something like that. On some of the hotel closets, they do have the skinnier rod. This will work, but this is a great sturdy hanger. By the way, these little cup hooks also fit on this little hanger here as well. If I can find these, I'll put a link to them. I got these at Ikea years ago. I've been carrying these for years and years. That, if, like I said, if you needed to hang a bra or, a tank top or something and you wanted it to be clean, this works out really well. And I like this too because it has the swivel head on here to be able to hang it. So sometimes this will be one of those I'll just bring along with the other hanger. And I don't know how many times I've gone to a hotel or Airbnb or a friend's house and they just don't have enough hangers in the closet. This way I always have a couple of my own hangers, at least to hang those important things I just need to get hung up. So I always have a couple of hangers with me on my trip. All right, the next few things in here are if I'm going on a longer term trip and I'm going to be washing, and this bag is part of that. This is a dry bag, and what it will do is allow me to use it as a way to wash some clothes, so I can fill it with water, put some soap in it, wilderness wash, or this soap even. I will bring a little bit of this soap if I have to use it in here, some regular laundry detergent, get things washed out. If something needs to soak, this is a great bag for that. I put it in here, let it soak for a little bit, and then just take it out, wring it out, dry it, and hang it on one of the hangers and get it dried. So this is a great thing to have. I also bring laundry detergent and stain remover and OxiClean, because when you're trying to pack light with your clothes, you're going to want to just get them clean and wear them over and over. So these things like stain removers and OxiClean will help get those heavy set stains out. And if I can get to a laundromat, I will bring a thing of laundry detergent. I only bring one because many times those laundromats have their own detergent, but sometimes those vending machines don't work. And this way I know I'm going to be able to get it out and get my stuff clean. And then I also put it in this little plastic zipper bag, because that way if this decides to pop open under pressure, at least this will contain it in here nicely. And then of course it's just another little extra snack bag or something to have, so this is great to have as well. The next thing I have are these wacky looking things here. These are actually 2 hooks that you could hang on a curtain rod or a coat rod, and just hang things like large towels and blankets that need to be washed and dried. Sometimes you hang a towel and it hangs on a hook and it stays kind of damp. And if you're going to a lot of those countries where it's really humid, you're going to want to spread it out and let it dry, and this works great. I have also used this as a curtain rod, or as a curtain, yeah, I guess kind of as a curtain rod, where the blinds in our room were broken and I couldn't get them to shut all the way down. So then I was able to hook this up on the curtain rod, and then I always carry either a big towel or a shawl or blanket or something, and I hooked it on here and let that drop down, and it was able to block some light from the room, so it wasn't just this glaring bit of light. So these came in handy. Also, you can hang pants and things like that. So you know, sometimes when you're on those longer term trips and you're hopping around doing a lot of things, these things come in handy. The next thing I have is another set of hangers and different things like that. Basically the same set that you saw in here, but another couple of extra hangers. Sometimes I don't necessarily bring this extra one with me. Just kind of depends. If I'm going with my son and his family, we need extra things to dry, I will sometimes bring that, because there's a lot of kids' clothes and everybody's clothes that need to be washed. But I also bring this little bag that I can put delicates in, like bras, underwear, things like that, to if I'm going to be going to a laundromat and I can put something in a washer, I put some of those things in here. A quick story is a friend came to visit me and she put some knee-high pantyhose in my washer. Well, they weren't in a bag like this. They went up over the edge of the tub. They wrapped around the motor of my washer and broke my washer. So I always make sure if I'm having some knee-highs or small socks, underwear that could, you know, get over the edge, they're in here. And that way I know I'm going to get my stuff back and it's not going to break somebody's washer or dryer. And again, in here, just a couple more hangers and things like that, and a couple more hooks. This is a great hook to have, because these hangers do not have a swivel head on them. They don't hang well off of a, you know, a shower door or something. So I can hang this like on the shower door and then clip this on here, and allows me to hook it and let it twist a little bit. Also, these are great if you're going and you're renting a car. You can put this on the car headrest and then hook your bag right in here, and that keeps your bag from flying all over the front seat and everything scattering all over the floor when you're driving. So another dual purpose item. And the only other thing in here is another hanger that actually is just like this, but it comes with, I can't get it open, hold on. It's tight because I don't use it that often. But it comes with its own little hooks here, like that. And so they have their own little clips on them, which is kind of nice. So if you can't get a hold of these little cup hooks and these little chip clips, they do have these hangers that have them already on there, nice and ready for you to take along on your trip. And then I put everything in this little bag, which is this little mesh bag. So if I have things like, you know, cup liners for bras and stuff that I need to get clean and I don't want to lose them, they are in here when I put them in the washing machine. And last but not least, I just have a little bag of things here that one of them is a 110-pound line. So if I need to string a clothing line across a bathroom or a balcony, I can do that with this, and I can use these little clips to help hold things on that line and get things dry. And I've also used it as shoelace, and I've also used it when a little piece of something like this has come out and I need to get my drawstring back in. This will work to at least get me to get things closed. I even had that happen to a pair of pants once where I threw it in the washer, but the little string through the pants came out and they got destroyed. They got unraveled. So I was able to take this and just take a safety pin, and you tie it to the safety pin and you work it through, and then you're able to get at least a drawstring for those pants so that they would work. So a little bit of 110-pound string like this doesn't take up much room, but it can be really handy when you are going. And I just have some safety pins and some zip ties, some self-amalgamating tape and duct tape in here, just little things like that that I keep in this little kit. And of course, my little dry bag, which I just, picked this up somewhere. I think I have a link to this in my Amazon storefront, that there's a series of these in there that, again, if you're going to the beach or you've gone to the beach in the morning and you're going to be flying out in the afternoon and your bathing suit and stuff's wet, throw it all in here, and that way everything will stay dry. You'll get it home, wash it later. And that, folks, is everything that's in my travel laundry room. The other thing I think about when I'm packing is, can I get items of clothing that are not wrinkle proof, but less apt to wrinkle, less apt to show wrinkles? Those are my two priorities when I'm packing. So black is always good. It hides a variety of things, including, things in your figure. But also I like to bring a little color sometimes. So things like this little top right here, I can wad this all up in a ball and you would never know it was wrinkled. It's lightweight. It serves a purpose of covering me when I'm wearing things like this little spaghetti strap top, this little spaghetti strap dress. And that way, if I wad it up in a ball, it's good. Also, things with patterns and materials that don't wrinkle easily or that are going to de-wrinkle pretty quickly and easily. I try to look for those things as well. Things like this are also really lightweight, and a lot of these fabrics are lightweight, so you'll be able to get more into your luggage, at least in the summertime, and then that way I'll be able to have more use out of them. And then, of course, with washing them, things like this also wash really easily and de-wrinkle really easily. So I look for things that have a polyester blend. They also dry quickly. You want things that are going to dry quickly. If you pack things that are 100% cotton or linen, they're great for summer, but they're also going to take a little bit longer to get de-wrinkled and to dry out. And also the other thing is, when you're in a really humid environment like Southeast Asia, those materials that are cotton and linen, they're comfortable, but they tend to hold on to moisture and they start to smell a little musty. So I usually take blends with me because they're easier on washing, cleaning, drying, and packing as well. So looking at the type of materials that you're going to pack just to try to make your travel laundry a little bit easier is always something that's good for those travel adventures. I know there are those of you out there who travel a lot, and I want you to share with me and this community, what do you put or take along with you when you are traveling light that helps keep you and your clothing clean and allows you to take less stuff with you when you're travel. So put those in the comments, because I'd like to know, and I think everyone in this community would like to know, what are your favorite laundry hacks when you travel? Well, that's it. That is my laundry room in a bag. I don't take everything with me all the time, but I do pick and choose some of these things to take with me almost on every single trip. And if you like this video, I think you're really going to like this one. And if you like this video, you're also going to like this playlist, so make sure you check them out. Until the next time, juice life, drink the joy, keep life simple, keep your clothes clean. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.